ALISON STEWART Last updated 6/10, June 7, 2018. Namedy Castle sits at the center of a fairy tale with a real-life twist. Once upon a time, a girl called Heide Hansen was born into a middle-class Munich family. She was destined to become a princess, married to Prince Godehard von Hohenzollern, whose family is linked to German kings and emperors. But real life intruded upon her fairy tale. The 14th-century Rhine River castle she and her husband inherited in 1988 threatened to ruin them. It was derelict and full of junk, water had destroyed ceilings and wall panels, trees were growing in through smashed windows. Selling the Hohenzollern family seat seemed the only option. Instead, the prince and princess of Hohenzollern's appetite for classical music liberated them. Instead of selling the moated medieval pile on one of the most picturesque settings on the Middle Rhine, they devised a cultural and music program that indulged their passion while beginning to pay the bills. They raised castle named as profile through cultural events such as the Andernatter Musiktage am Namedy, a chamber music festival that has as its patron the violin virtuoso Heide Hansen, and in doing so attracted visitors and funding. Read more, *NZ's best stuff. Take a tour of Waikato's Castle Cafe * Italy gives away castles and historic sites to attract tourists *. Have a spare $80? How about buying a French castle? Heide's beloved Prince Godehard died suddenly in 2001, leaving the princess to manage the castle and business alone. Two-thirds of the castle still required renovation. Among many things, the heating, plumbing and electricity needed replacing. She accepted the challenge, proving that it isn't the name you carry that really matters, but the character you show. Visitors stroll through Namedy Castle. The princess transformed her event business into a professional operation, adding weddings, conferences, and tours to the cultural program. Today, that program offers about 30 art events including jazz, classical music, theater, readings, dance projects, and fine art exhibitions. And it's this resilient, down-to-earth woman we meet one luminous evening at Schlossberg Namedy. Dressed informally in pants and sensible shoes, she welcomes us to her home with champagne and canopies. We've come to Namedy Castle in the 2,000-year-old town of Andernatt, part of a 15-day magnificent Europe river cruise from Budapest to Amsterdam. The enchanting evening begins in the rose-swathed gardens as the sun mellows. Our dinner, which includes terrine with salmon and St. Peter's fish and corn-fed chicken breast with tarragon, rosemary potatoes and seasonal vegetables, is accompanied by a nice dry Grauburgunder, semi-dry Riesling Spaudeles and Cabernet Sauvignon from Carl Finkenauer wines. The winery belongs to the husband of Princess Louise, Dorothea, Prince Godehard's sister. Highlight of this gala dinner, which ends with a perfect punctuation of coffee and delectable goufre pralines, is a performance by 25-year-old Galina Gusachenko. The Ukrainian pianist, who trained in Moscow and Hamburg, has already been recognized with numerous international piano prizes. She is completing her master's degree at Europe's largest music academy, the Cologne University of Music. Her beautiful rendition of pieces by Bach and Saint-Saëns, Vladimir Horowitz and Franz Liszt are a poignant reminder of Prince Godehard's passion. After clearing out and renovating the Hall of Mirrors, he was delighted to discover its acoustics were good enough to attract eminent performers. It's a really fun night, made more enjoyable with the knowledge that the fairy tale appears to have a happy ending. This survival of the fittest scenario is replicated in other countries, including England. The Duke and Duchess of Devonshire, for example, have managed to maintain their family estate, Chatsworth, which has been passed down through 16 generations of the Cavendish family, thanks mainly to the iron will of the late Dowager Duchess of Devonshire. The 11th Duke's widow, Chatsworth House became one of the nation's most popular stately homes. When she and the Duke inherited the family seat, they faced a massive tax bill, but transformed the estate into an international business through sheer determination. Inside our German fairy tale, Princess Heide calls her castle a meeting place, or Begegnung, of past, present and future, and our visit has introduced us to a slice of German history and resilience. ALISON Stewart traveled as a guest of apartment. More information, berg-namedy.com. Getting there, Singapore Airlines flies to Budapest and Amsterdam. See singaporeair.com. Cruising there, EPT's magnificent Europe 15-day river cruise Amsterdam-Budapest tours operate from March to December. See apptouring.com.autraveler.com.au.